staying alive, staying alive, staying alive. Whether you're a brother or whether you're a mother, you're staying alive, staying alive. Feel the celebrating, whether you're a brother, we're staying alive, we're staying alive. Whether you're a brother or feel that seed, you're staying alive, I'm staying alive. Feel the celebrating, whether you're a brother, we're staying alive, you're a brother, you're staying alive.
Check one. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to begin in about 5 minutes. The graduates are on the steps getting a final photograph. So if you could find your seats, please. 5 minutes to start.
Kiss me, my darling, be mine tonight. Tomorrow will be too late. It's now or never. My love won't wait. When I first saw you,
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. If you could take your seats, the graduates are ready. And as soon as you're all sitting down, we can get started.
My soul surrender. I spent a lifetime waiting for the right time.
In just a moment, the graduates are going to enter through the back. They will be proceeding across the back and walking down the red carpet right in the middle. So if you could move out of that area for us, we would appreciate it. Thank you.
Come hold me tight, kiss me, my darling, be mine tonight. Tomorrow will be too late.
Please rise and welcome our distinguished Presidium faculty and graduates. I would ask you to rise once again for the singing of the national anthems of the Dominican Republic and the United States of America. Thank you. Graduates, distinguished guests, board members, faculty, parents, family, and friends, it is my pleasure to welcome you to the 2017 Carol Morgan Commencement Ceremonies. Bienvenidos a todos. My name is Des Shoquist. I am the principal of the high school and your master of ceremonies for this evening. Tonight, we will honor our 77 graduates and help them to create a memorable evening that we hope they will remember for many years. I would like to introduce the Presidium this evening, starting with Ms. Katia Rodriguez, who is the president of our board of directors. Thank you. And then I'd like to introduce Ms. Rhonda Norris, the head of the Carol Morgan School. Ms. Laura Talone, the deputy head of the Carol Morgan School. And Kirk Holderman, the assistant principal for student success of the high school. As your program outlines, we are going to hear a series of speeches from the board, the head of school, student, and teacher representatives, interspersed with some musical interludes provided by our very talented CMS students. In about 45 minutes or so, we will begin the process of recognizing each graduate by presenting them with a diploma to acknowledge the significant accomplishment of graduating from high school. And we should be concluding the evening in just over an hour's time from then. Graduates, as we begin the ceremony, I'm going to ask you to stop for a moment. Soak it all in. This is your moment. Life moves very quickly, And we tend to get caught up in the small moments and forget sometimes to stop and smell the roses, or the lilies in this case. I want to remind you to make sure you stop a few times this evening. Smell the roses, absorb the words, feel the emotions. You will probably have moments where you feel nostalgic. You will probably have moments where you think of the last 13 or 14 years of your life and remember all the good things. You're going to have moments when you feel proud because you've accomplished something very impressive. You've done something that many, many people in the world have not been able to do, and that is to graduate from high school. And beyond that, you are graduating from an outstanding school with a long history of excellence. You are going to have moments where you might feel scared of the unknown future, of what happens Monday morning. I think you might have moments where you feel a little bit alone as you head into adulthood, even though you're sitting amongst your friends and your family. All of these moments, these are normal. These emotions are normal. I encourage you to embrace them, to feel them, to savor them, because this is what living is all about. This is my 10th graduation. The first one as a high school graduate, I kind of barely remember it at this point. It's so long ago. But the others I remember distinctly. You see, this ceremony represents a very important milestone in our society, and it's global and international. In a few moments, you will enter the stage right here as a high school student, still considered a child in the eyes of many, many people. And as you make your way across the stage, that journey, when you hit the other side, you're an adult. It happens amazingly fast. Child, adult. You will suddenly assume greater freedom and be given more rights, but you will also be expected to assume greater responsibility. And I am sorry to tell you, there is no going back. This chapter of your life will be closed forevermore. So I encourage you to embrace the walk, feel the walk, savor the walk, because remember, this is what living is all about. I want to take a moment and read a poem that was written by Nicholas Rodriguez and featured most recently in our freshly published Think Stains CMS Literary Journal. It's at the end of the journal. It's called Cast an Even Greater Light. And I think he may be writing about you or some of his other friends as well. Oh, friends, my friends, where have you gone? I see you, shadows of your former selves. Your blessed hands have turned from right to wrong. The long fall, hurting us more than yourself. They plunge back deep into your fragile throat, or crush the bond that they once helped to make. The greater, darker shadow you awoke, a phoenix, wreathed in black and thirsty flame. But dearest friends, your story can't end here. Hands can return, if you so decide, to stroke loose strands of hair behind her ear, or cradle a grenade against your side. For though the greater shadow has great might, the will to overcome will cast an even greater light. A beautiful and deep poem by Nico, and I want to thank you for creating it. So friends, yeah, you can applaud for me. So friends, where will you go? Will your hands turn from right to wrong? I am sorry to tell you, but the adult world you're walking into this evening has many struggles and challenges to overcome. The responsibility to help each other is yours now. You have a decision as to how you will proceed. Your story cannot end here. You have developed the skills, the knowledge, and the experience at Carroll Morgan to face this adult world and overcome these great struggles and challenges. Do not go alone. Go forward with the camaraderie I've seen with my own eyes at the many wonderful senior events you have participated in. Your connection to your peers, to Carroll Morgan, can never be taken from you. You have the power to push each other, to support each other, to work collaboratively with your critical and creative thinking skills to make a difference. Here in Santo Domingo, in the Dominican Republic, and around the entire world. Most of us in the audience are getting old and gray, like Mr. Holderman. You are the hope of the future. We need you. You have the power to overcome and cast an even greater light. And I challenge you to do so. Embrace this opportunity, feel the opportunity, savor the opportunity, because remember, that's what life is all about. Let me be the first of many this evening to congratulate each and every one of you. Recente por siempre, felicidades. And before I introduce our next speaker, I'm going to take a shameless plug for a literary magazine, Think Stains. It was just released on Wednesday. It's an amazing journal of student artwork and writing, and it is available on Amazon. If you get your phones out right now, you can purchase it right away. We'd like it to become a bestseller. All right. It is now my pleasure to introduce to you the president of our board of directors, Ms. Katia Rodriguez.
Good evening and welcome to this wonderful night. Parents, families, friends of the graduates-to-be, members of the board, and all CMS community members present tonight. It's with great pleasure and pride that we gather here tonight in our new multi-use building, the Stark Center, to celebrate for the first time the graduation ceremony. Every year, the board delivers a message to the graduating class. This year, I asked a fellow board member, our treasurer, CMS alumni, and parent father of Jaime, one of the graduating students tonight, to come and speak on behalf of the board. Could we all please welcome Juan Enrique Alvarez?
Thank you very much. What an amazing night. In the name of the board of directors and myself, we feel honored to be here tonight with the CMS community and especially with the class of 2017. In a song dedicated to his newborn child, music legend John Lennon wrote, "Life is what happens while you're busy making other plans." American writer Mark Twain once said, "I have had a lot of worries in my life, most of which never happened." Over the course of the last few months, seniors have worried a lot through the intense process of making plans for the next steps in their lives. They have all asked themselves, will I finish high school with good grades? Where will I go to college? Will I get into my top choices? What will I study? Will I meet the expectations of my teachers and parents? Will I be able to do so many things at once? Seniors, you have argued extensively with your parents. You have collaborated and competed with your peers. You have all been very, very intense. But most importantly, as a result of this process, you have all grown as individuals and come out with even stronger friendship bonds. Class of 2017, relax for a while. Celebrate responsibly. You have done it. You have graduated. All of you are going to great colleges and experience. We are all proud of you. Everyone, please stand up and join me in a standing ovation honoring the class of 2017. Thank you. In his insightful book entitled The Power of Now, German writer Eckhart Tolle wrote, "The power for creating a better future is contained in the present moment. You create a good future by creating a good present. You create a good future by creating a good present." CMS Class of 2017, this is your present moment. You're here and now. You have a great present and you're all on your way to an even better future. Remember that when you dedicate a lot of time to something, it'll grow exponentially. Practice makes perfect. Be careful what you practice. Be persistent and disciplined in your studies and you will have academic success. Treasure your bodies through exercise and clean living and you will be fit and healthy. Learn to look inside your hearts and soul and you will find peace. Follow your interest, and you will end up doing successfully what you truly like. Love others, and you will be loved. It costs zero money to be a decent human being. Always be thankful to your teachers and parents. Without their support, you would not have reached this milestone tonight. Remember to call home once in a while. Seniors, please stand up and join me in a standing ovation thanking your teachers, CMS staff, parents, and family. Thank you very much. To finalize, you have probably heard the phrase, great men or women are not born great, they grow great. We are confident that you too shall grow into great men and women. You are well on your way. Congratulations, and thank you very much.
Thank you, Jaime's dad and Ms. Rodriguez. It is now my pleasure to introduce Ms. Norris, the head of Carroll Morgan School.
Welcome to Carroll Morgan's high school graduation. It's our pleasure to have so many of you with us this evening to celebrate our graduates. I have the pleasure this evening of passing on some words of wisdom. When you are my age, there's so much in life that's been experienced. It's challenging to narrow down what just might be useful to new graduates. Although a challenge, it's not impossible. As my two own children will tell you, I have no shortage of advice for teenagers. As you leave here tonight, as head of school, I want you to be confident that your education and that Carroll Morgan School has prepared you well for guiding you and creating the opening paragraphs of your life. And as your next chapters unfold, I encourage you to keep these ideas in mind. Be grateful and compassionate, nurture your relationships, and find your core. Never take for granted what you have in your lives today or what will come. Be grateful and acknowledge your good fortune through giving back. There are less fortunate than us in the world, and as you move through your life, you will have these opportunities to share with others through generosity, compassion, and empathy. Engage in those opportunities and take the time to create those important relationships. As your future begins to fill with many day-to-day responsibilities and exciting opportunities, remember that relationships are essential. The important things in your life will be grounded in the people, and it is these people who will matter most in your life journey. The people you grew up with, including your family, those you will meet next in your life who will help you grow and also challenge you, those you will work with every day, and also those that you can help along the way. You create these relationships in your life story. It matters who you include in that story. No one of you arrived at graduation in the exact same way or the exact same pathway. Relationships were significant and impactful in your getting here. Continue to nurture your relationships and recognize those who support you every day, whether their contributions are big or small. Be confident with the foundations you formed at CMS, as they will support you along the way in developing who you will become as an adult. There will be a time in where your academic knowledge will blend with the real world, and the balance will shift to also include the highly valued skills and attributes that you offer as a part of defining your success. As you expand into these areas of success and challenges in college and beyond, we hope that you're able to draw upon the CMS experiences that extended your learning to the greater world. As John Stewart shared with graduates about life after school, the unfortunate and truly exciting thing about life is there is no core curriculum. The entire place is an elective. Embrace those choices, which will be more than you have ever had, in a world with more change than you've ever experienced, and with more uncertainty than ever before. You are the generation who is passionate about taking on these challenges. Your generation sees more clarity in the possibilities of the unknown and harnesses what is necessary to face, knowing that change is the certainty and the constant in your lives. You are the generation who will move forward with confidence, even when you don't have everything figured out, knowing that this could mean failure. As the Huffington Post shares, in life, the things that go wrong are often the very things that lead you to the other things that go right. You know this as a generation of entrepreneurs, individuals who have few boundaries in your thinking, and you're not afraid to jump right in and try out the new things that evolve in this rapidly changing world that you've grown up in. Your success will depend upon you embracing that uncertainty and taking on those risks. As you embrace those risks in the midst of the noise and the chaos around you that we call life, find your core. Without developing this core as you move through life, it will be more challenging when you're in the middle of a situation and you don't know which way to go. Develop who you are and what you believe and stay true to those ideals. When change and challenge come your way, and you know it will, connect with your core beliefs and they will keep you centered and they will guide you. Embrace the change that awaits you, evolving your life story so that when you're my age and you look back, you will be proud of the compassion you have shown for others, the relationships you have developed in your life, and you will be confident that your core has been the compass in guiding your amazing contributions and engagement in life. Congratulations to the class of 2017. Life is a journey. Make sure yours counts. Congratulations.
Thank you, Ms. Norris. At this time, we'd like to do a little change of pace. We'd like to invite Jaime Vega and Micah Roblado to the front of the stage to conduct the senior class. Are you ready?
With
What a talented group of seniors. When I heard them, as I know many of you did, start singing again. When I heard them at the cathedral during the graduation mass, it was one of the most beautiful songs I've ever heard that they sang there, and so you are a very talented and creative group. Thank you. I'd now like to invite Ms. Norris to come across the stage as she and I are going to present an award in just a moment, and I'd like to introduce Mr. James Staniford, the Student Council sponsor and a key person that worked with these two young gentlemen, our salutatorian and our valedictorian, Mr. Staniford.
Good evening. I also would like to congratulate all of you, wonderful graduates, proud of you. But I do have the honor and a little bit of pride in discussing two particular graduates who I have the honor of being friends with. Not only is it a personal honor after our very rewarding year together and leading and advising the Carroll Morgan Student Council, but even more simply because these are two young men that I find both inspiring and enriching as people. We will first hear from our salutatorian, Nicholas Rodriguez. He has completed 11 AP courses at the Carroll Morgan School, and he has been instrumental in Student Council and the National Honor Society. As a musician, he has become an anchor member of our often recognized and celebrated music department. He has helped launch our Track Blazers Club, our Ultimate Disc team, and our literary magazine, Think Stains. He has spent many hours working with the Good Neighbors program and local orphanages. He was recently commended by the College Board's National Merit Program, and in the fall, he'll be attending the prestigious Stanford University. All of these things he does with a true sense of altruism, appreciation, and aplomb. And perhaps most importantly, he's always smiling. Ladies and gentlemen, help me in recognizing my friend Nico Rodriguez.
Good evening, esteemed faculty, staff, parents, family members, fellow underclassmen, and most of all, to my fellow members of the class of 2017, RECENTIA, the day is here. All of the tests, after-school activities, and ups and downs of high school are coming to a close, finally. This past week, I had the daunting task of reflecting on all of these moments of high school and, just like Spark Notes, creating a brief summary of the most important things that we learned at Carroll Morgan. So here goes. In the relative chaos that is high school, I learned in freshman year, when I first got to the school, that there were two very distinct types of people at Carroll Morgan. Those who like chicken curry and those who don't. In sophomore year, I found two other types of people. Those who during SSR, which is silent sustained reading, pretended to read, and those who were honest and just slept. In junior year, there were those who used the elevators to get to the new third floor of the library, and those who were caught using the elevator to get to the third floor of the library. And finally, senior year, the best year of all, there were those who had senioritis and those who really had senioritis. And, as Mr. Stroquist said, there is one more group that we are part of, and that is the group of child and teenagers, and now we are about to leave that group and join the group of the adult world. And if you're like me, who really has no idea what's going on, you're probably asking yourself, what am I going to do with my life? And while I do not claim to have any true answer, I do have one piece of advice that I might believe might be of some use. In one of my favorite books of the Bible, the Gospel of John, it says in chapter 15, verse 13, that greater love has no one that they lay their life down for a friend. And whether you're religious or not, I believe that we find common ground in this overall message. And moreover, I believe that we need to clarify one point, and that being that laying your life down for someone does not mean physically dying for someone. Here at Carroll Morgan, we have been surrounded by people who have laid down their life for us. Friends who stayed after school to give us help with an extra assignment, or who gave us a ride home after a particularly long night. Teachers who held Saturday classes for us when we had an AP test coming up, or who came to cheer us on the weekends for our CMS sport teams. And dads who took their time out of their crazy schedules to come to our award ceremonies, and moms who cooked delicious senior breakfasts every Wednesday, of the first Wednesday of every month, and I personally believe that got me through high school. And as we journey into our adult lives, remember those who put themselves before you in a meaningful way. Search for those who will lay down their life for you and strive to be one who does the same for them. Because while most of the diverse and amazing people you will encounter cannot be categorized into one or two groups, those who lay down their lives for others separate themselves from everybody else. They are the men and women of character, and that is who we, as graduates of CMS, must be. Thank you so much. Have an amazing evening, and congratulations again to RECENTIA.
Thanks, Nico. Now, speaking of valedictorian, Alex McWilling, he has also completed 11 AP courses at the Carroll Morgan School and has served as the Student Council President. As an artist, he has been a stalwart member of the award-winning CMS Choir, and in 2016, his original poem received the highest honors from the Scholastic Art and Writing Association. As an athlete, he has led the CMS basketball and volleyball teams through some of our most successful seasons and years. And he was recently honored with the CMS Male Athlete of the Year Award. As a scholar, he has 4 times completed a CMS course with a perfect 100% average. And like Nico, he was also recently commended by the College Board's National Merit Program. This fall, he will be attending the very prestigious Harvard University. Alex has a tremendous work ethic, but also a fecund mind, an unerring moral compass, and intrepid leadership skills. When Alex is around, other people feel compelled to be their best selves. Harvard is lucky to have you. Ladies and gentlemen, Alex McWilling.
Good evening. Thank you all so much for being here and sharing this special moment with us. RECENTIA, we finally made it. It's June 2nd, 2017, a day we've always known would inevitably arrive. Still, I don't know where the time and the braces and the majority of those terrible haircuts have gone. We are taller, older, and probably slightly wiser than we were 4 years ago. It is an incredible privilege and honor to address you all tonight. There were lots of directions I could have taken this speech. We heard some great speeches last week from Mr. Ramos and Mr. Vidal. After hearing these and facing the prospect of getting up here, however, I thought, but Alex, you're only 18, you still live at home, and you don't even have a driver's license. But yeah, I hope to resonate with all of you over the next few minutes. Every single one of us, every single one of the 77 members of RECENTIA 2017 is extraordinary. I mentioned last week what an honor it has been to share my high school years with all of you. Such a talented group of scholars and athletes, entrepreneurs and leaders. This fresh frenzy of CMS Sharks will undoubtedly not only revamp the Dominican Republic, but Latin America and the world as well. As we go off to change the world, remember we cannot take all the credit for how far we've come. We have families that value education and gave us the opportunity to attend CMS. The Carroll Morgan School shaped us and helped us find our talents and interests. The skills we learned here can take us anywhere. Next time we see our parents and teachers, we have to give them a big hug and tell them how grateful we are for their gift. As we head to colleges all over the world, stay grateful and gracious to those who sacrificed for us along the way. Of course, be proud of all our classes accomplished. Be proud of starting your own nonprofit, or finishing your SCE, or winning the National Math Olympics and the Copa Coca-Cola, or even getting second place in CAISA 1, 2, 3, 4 times in a row. Just say thank you as well. So on behalf of all of us, I'd like to give another very public thank you to all our families, teachers, coaches, and mentors. Over the past few years, I've realized that attitude is everything. Open-mindedness is arguably one of the most indispensable traits to have. Being open-minded comes in many forms. It is embracing a move abroad before the insecurity of 9th grade, or doing your best to transition through 3 principals in 4 years, or signing up to hike Pico Duarte and forcing yourself to make it down, caked in a shell of dried mud. When combined with tenacity, optimism, and patience, open-mindedness will fill your life with joy. Take advantage. Life is too short to waste it complaining in your own bubble. As the famous pirate, Captain Jack Sparrow, once said, "The problem is not the problem. The problem is your attitude about the problem." So embrace life with optimism, bravery, and an open mind. Whether you decide to change your college major last minute or search for the fountain of youth, just go out and seek the joy of being alive. RECENTIA, it has been an absolute pleasure to share this experience with every single one of you. Looking back, I wouldn't change any of it for the world. So whenever, wherever, you've always got a friend in me. Just as I know we'll have friends and companions in each other long past our time at CMS. Wow. And for the rest of our lives. RECENTIA, stay you, stay classy, stay notorious. Thank you, and much love.
I told you, you're going to feel lots of emotions tonight. That's living. You're living. That's perfect. Well done. Thank you to Alex and Nicholas. Wonderful, wonderful thoughts. It's time to hear from more talented seniors. So at this point, we'd like to invite the duet of Rebecca Ostreicher and Laura Lopez to make their way down to the piano over here, and they're going to perform a farewell medley. It's just going to take one moment to get there.
Now I've had the time of my life. No, I've never felt this way before. Yes, I swear it's the truth, and I owe it all to you. 'Cause I've had the time of my life, and I owe it all to you. I'll be there for you when the rain starts to pour. I'll be there for you like I've been there before. you threw a party, invited everyone you knew. You would see the biggest gift would be from me, and the card attached would say, feel the rain on your skin, no one else can feel it for you, only you can let it in. No one else can speak the words on your lips. Put yourself in words unspoken, live your life with arms wide open. Today is where your book begins. Now I've had the time of my life. Never felt this way before. You forget about me when I see you again. How are you? Started from the bottom, now the whole team here. Started from the bottom, now we're here. Started from the bottom, and the rest is still unwritten.
You know, after you finish visiting Amazon to buy the book, go to iTunes and see if you can download that. That's a creative arrangement, ladies. What a beautiful song. Let's give them another round of applause. I now have the pleasure of introducing the president of the senior class, who will introduce this year's guest speakers as selected by the senior class. This young man has an excellent sense of humor and has worked hard all year to ensure that RECENTIA had many opportunities to make memories. He will be heading off to the American University in Washington, D.C. to study business administration, and I would not be surprised if we don't see his name on a ballot one day running for public office and continuing to make a difference. Please join me in welcoming Mr. Jose Antonio Rodriguez.
Good evening, teachers, board members, staff, parents, and family members. RECENTIA, we made it. In 2003, we entered CMS for the first time, walking the halls, holding hands with our parents, nervous of what was to come, school. Today, 14 years later, we will walk out of this gym as CMS alumni, again, beside our parents down the same halls, nervous of what is to come, life. What an unforgettable 14 years, filled with accomplishments, struggles, dreams, and hope. From the science project in 5th grade, to the Dreams and Visions project in Ms. Carrera's class, to finally, the senior extended essay with Ms. Russell. Carol Morgan has been preparing us for the challenges that we will face throughout our lives. Throughout these situations, we should never underestimate ourselves. As William Halsey Jr. once said, there are no great people in this world, only great challenges which ordinary people rise to meet. Whatever career we choose, whatever path we follow, let's cause change for the better. Let's challenge ourselves to make an impact. Let's travel the road less taken. We must take advantage of what we've been blessed with and pursue our dreams. Whether it's building the first transformer and calling it Nicotron, becoming the next Oscar de la Renta, or the first female president, or an amazing teacher here in Carol Morgan, there is nothing we cannot accomplish. As the Ministry of Tourism says, RECENTIA has it all. We are filled with talent, ambition, passion, and diversity. I will never forget our debates in Dominican history class, as well as many other classes where our opinions were challenged, and yet, at the end of the day, we walked out as friends. Our senior retreats is another memorable experience. I truly noticed how strong we were as a class and the sacrifices we were willing to make for one another. Together, we climbed Pico Duarte. We navigated through Carol Morgan, and the spirit of RECENTIA will carry us through our life. On behalf of RECENTIA, I would like to thank every teacher, from pre-kinder to grade 12, who gave so much of themselves to prepare us for the obstacles that we will encounter in our lives. We also thank the staff members who provided us with a safe and clean place to learn, Finally, we would like to thank all of the parents who sacrificed so much to give us the opportunity to grow into the young adults we are today. RECENTIA, this is it. This chapter of CMS may be closing, but so much more awaits. We began traditions and set the bar high for our successors with our parade, senior breakfasts, and our time capsule. Let's continue to do this as we begin new chapters in our lives. Remember, this is just the beginning of our legacy. RECENTIA, let's rise to meet the challenges which lie ahead. Thank you very much, and God bless. And now I introduce to you our first guest speaker, Ms. Russell.
I want to see you guys one more time. Is the mic working? RECENTIA, it's an honor to address you tonight. I think you know how much I've enjoyed the pleasure of your company and how much I'm going to miss you when you leave here to climb further, higher mountains. I'm not going to belabor that point. Instead, I want to take this opportunity to offer a dissenting opinion with regards to a truism that has recently surfaced in popular culture, one that I find unsettling and ultimately unhelpful. I am speaking of the current trend toward fetishizing failure, of the oft-repeated assurance that it's okay to fail, and of the troubling fact that increasingly failure is being framed as desirable and even as essential to success. With all due respect, I think that this is dangerous advice, and though I can see how, in the context of a small business venture or a well-ventilated laboratory, it might be true, I also think that it's a truth that you shouldn't get too comfortable with, because in a very real sense, there's a way that this truism isn't true at all. Say, for example, that you are driving your Ferrari 488 GTE in the Grand Prix, and you drift into the Mulsanne corner at speeds in excess of 200 miles an hour. You had better not fail to ride the high side. And when you accelerate out of the turn, you had better grab some traction. If you don't, you're going out in a blaze of glory. In this context, failure could be the last mistake you ever make. Or say you're free climbing El Capitan in Yosemite National Park, and you're 1,500 feet up the mountain, the nose of El Capitan, and you have no partner and you have no rope. In this context, success is your only option. Your hands are sloppy tired and slick with sweat, and the ground below you is very far away. You have to find the next hold fast, and you have no choice but to stick that move and every other move, or else you pop and you let gravity take the day. Of course, these are extreme examples. But what I mean is that there are edges to risk, and that past a certain point, failure is not an option. And this is why, though it may be true that failure is acceptable, I wouldn't recommend that you make a habit of it. There are almost always limits to the leeway that life grants us, and in the end, it is almost always better to succeed than to fail. Most of us have to learn this the hard way. But as you have honored me with your attention tonight, I would like to offer you as a parting gift foreknowledge of a few failures that you ought to be especially sure to avoid. For those of you who at this point in the night are only pretending to pay attention to what I'm saying, that's okay. You can have an extension on this assignment. The truths that I'm about to lay out for you, until you acknowledge them as authentic, they're just going to keep coming back around. First, and undoubtedly most importantly, do not soil that which you later hope to consume. There is a less polite way to say this, but I will let you work that out for yourselves. The long and short of it is this: You must not fail to separate your waste from what sustains you. This is an ecological, but also a political and psychological truth. Secondly, if you are lucky enough to find someone or something worth cherishing, do not fail to take the risk of commitment and to honor that commitment with the gift of your attention. In this frenetic world, it is easy to lose sight of what is precious, and it is the gift of quiet attention to the needs of another that allows love to flourish and grow. Thirdly, as you travel the world in search of fame and glory, do not fail to recognize that the people and situations that annoy you most actually have the most to offer. When you encounter someone whose worldview challenges your own, do not seek to avoid them and resist the impulse also to vanquish them. Those whose beliefs oppose our own are not a threat. Rather, they are our very best teachers. Approach such encounters as a chance to observe the world through the eyes of another. And remember that civil discourse with the enemy almost always offers a tactical advantage and certainly opportunities for expansion of the soul. With that in mind, do not fail to recognize that you yourself were put on earth to expand the souls of others. If you find a truth worth defending, defend it, remembering that civilization is equal parts agreement and dissent. If you find yourself a witness to injustice, do not fail to take action. If that doesn't prove effective, try inaction. Do not fail to recognize that sustained refusal to participate in wrong action is the single most effective form of nonviolent social change. Which brings me to the question of right living. In a world as complex as this one, who can say what is wrong and what is right? Who can say what is true and what is false? Ai bulto. The truth is not that hard to find. The truth is, if you listen to your heart, it will tell you every single time. Yet this too is perilous. As the ancient Egyptians and the early Christians knew, the heart's truth is a fierce truth, but it's the only truth that matters. When we die, we pass into a dark room where the angel waits beside a set of scales. On one side of the scales is a brass bowl. It holds a single ibis feather. The bowl on the other side of the scale is empty. It is waiting for your heart. You hand your heart to the angel, and he places it in the empty bowl. It had better be light, balanced against the weight of the single feather. The scale has to balance and then tip in favor of the heart. If the feather outweighs the heart, then the heart and soul ascend to heaven. But if the heart is heavier than that single feather, the jackal-headed god Anubis steps out of the shadows to devour both heart and soul. And so it is in life. Whether we ascend to heaven to live among life's blessings or descend into whatever hell we've imagined for ourselves, this is determined largely by the quality of our emotions. Right action, charity, responsibility, courage, compassion, these make the heart light. Wrong action, doubt, deceit, greed, envy, these doom us, acting as a weight upon the soul. RECENTIA, God or science, if you prefer to call her that, has given you great gifts. First among these gifts is that the fact that you are wonderfully lighthearted. Do not fail to put this gift to good use. Those of us who know you have no reason to doubt that you came here to cast a greater light. So, as you negotiate the balance between grace and gravity, here are my final words of wisdom. Respect that what is right for you might not be right for others, and accept that what is right for them is right, though it might not be right for you. Know this too. Neither the world nor any person in it needs saving. The mistakes of others are not your burden. You are free to mind your own business. Just do not fail to live your own lives right. Thank you, Class of 2017. Please welcome the next speaker, Mr. Wayne Hammond.
Hello. It's been done once before, but I think it's appropriate. If you would stand one more time and honor your families who are here, take a moment, please, to stand, look at them, connect with them, wave to them. These are the people who put you on the stage. Your teachers who are here spent their time, gave you their love, gave you their care. Honor them. They have served you. Thank you so much. Nice job. There's an old Chinese curse, may you live in interesting times. I think we can all agree that these are interesting times. How will we approach this curse? All of us, these bright, beautiful young people, we fading, not so beautiful older folks, their younger siblings and cousins, our relatives, all of us. How will we respond to these strange days? There are certain endurables, unassailables, and impenetrables, not made of stone or steel or concrete or cement. They are ideas and attitude, philosophy and perspective. They are, in short, values. What we choose to believe, follow, exhibit. Values define who we are and dictate what we do. I read some years ago an op-ed piece in the International Herald Tribune called "Holding On to All That Humanity Can Mean." In it, the author, Thomas Hopko, mourned the passing of Pope John Paul II, a man he saw as someone with great personal and quite public dignity. John Paul, he wrote, did not act to be seen by people, yet he was not afraid to act as he saw it fit to be seen. Hopko went on, reflecting on the vision and experience of the modern world, and quoted the British author C.S. Lewis, who feared that contemporary education was producing a society of men without chests. Lewis described these people as those who are no longer human in the traditional sense, deprived of the uniquely human intuitions of goodness, truth, and beauty, that their humanity obliges them to acknowledge, honor, and serve. These men, Lewis thought, would only become brains and bodies, just computers and consumers, calculators, copulators. When, in our quest for more and more, there is only subservience to our own wants, when the modern mantra is merely mine, 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 where are the uniquely human intuitions of goodness, truth, and beauty? Who are we acknowledging, honoring, serving? Are we not becoming men without chests? As the Irish poet W.B. Yeats wrote, things fall apart the center cannot hold. The best lack all conviction, while the worst are filled with passionate intensity. Rome burns. Nero fiddles with his iPhone. When society is dominated by an orthodoxy of self-absorption and self-aggrandizement, when the ends justify the means and everything is quantified, when the pursuit of personal power, position, prestige, profit, and pleasure are all that we seek, we lose our humanity, and humanity is lost. We live in interesting times. Will we act to be seen by people, or act as we see it fit to be seen? Thank you so much.
Whew, my brain is sore. You can see, you heard from 3 amazing kids, adults soon, and 2 of the 32 teachers. And you can imagine what life is like on a day-to-day basis at Carroll Morgan School with the kind of discussions that happen and the intellectual stimulation that occurs in our classrooms. Could you join me one more time, please, in thanking all of our speakers this evening? We are almost at the most important part of the evening, the part why you came, to watch them walk across the stage and receive their diploma. Before we do that, we have one final song, and at this point, I would like to invite the seniors to join the concert choir over on the stage over here. And as they are making their way down, if you guys would like to join them. As they're moving, I'm going to explain what's going to happen right after the song. When the song is done, the seniors are going to come back up on the stage, and at that point, we're going to begin the big moment. Each graduate will approach the podium and stand on this X right here. Graduates, what you don't know is that earlier today, Mr. Holdeman was being very creative, and he used duct tape to put the word smile right on the floor in front of you. So remember, this is one of those moments to breathe, embrace, savor, feel. You're going to stand here. Miss Natalia Costellas is going to be joining us on the podium in just a moment after the song, and she's going to tell you a little bit of information about each graduate. She's going to let you know if they are being recognized this evening for fidelity, which means that they have been at this school since kindergarten or pre-kindergarten and have never missed a single year. So that's 13 or 14 years of CMS time. She's going to let you know if they are a member of the National Honor Society. You'll recognize them by the gold sashes they're wearing this evening, or if they are a recipient of a senior award that they received last week at the U.S. Ambassador's residence. Finally, she will be sharing with you where you may find these graduates in September as they move on to their next adventure. We will ask you to hold your applause until the graduate's name is announced at the end of their description. At that point, they will begin the walk from child to adult. On the far end of the stage, they're going to shake hands, they're going to receive their diploma, and finally the tassel will get moved from the right side to the left side, and then we'll have a photo opportunity, and we'll move on to the next graduate until we're done. And then there's a final few words to say, and we are finished. So without further ado, if you can direct your attention over here to our concert choir, one more beautiful bit of music.
Lost and
our seniors back on the stage. Just before we find our final end, there are some thank yous to say tonight. It takes a lot of work to convert the Shark Center into this beautiful ceremonial space this evening. So I'd like to thank, and join me, please, in thanking the entire Carol Morgan staff for the support and thousands of hours they put in to put it together tonight. So please join me in thanking them. We'd also like to thank and acknowledge Dr. Gifford, Mrs. Gifford, and the choir and band students for coming and performing for us this evening and being us for the whole night. So thank you very much for that and your help. And finally, and this, I'm going to tell you, this is going to cost me a lot. She's going to hate me. There's one person all year long that has done a million things behind the scenes for every single grad event, including tonight. She started working on this project way back in September. And I would like to call to the stage right now Ms. Evelyn Perez to accept these flowers on behalf of the grad class. Are you guys ready? Deep breath, look out at the audience, embrace the moment. I'm going to turn it over to Ms. Natalia Costellas.
Good evening. We would like to invite Mirta Cabral, member of the Carl Morgan Board of Directors, to present the first diploma to her son. Okay, so you've heard this a couple times, but this is really it. RECENTIA, are you ready? Then get up. Valedictorian, Student Council President, recipient of the President's Award, National Merit Scholarship Award, and Male Athlete of the Year, National Honor Society, on his way to Harvard University, Alexander Bars McQuillan Cabral. Salutatorian, recipient of the Carl Morgan School Award, English Award, President's Award, National Merit Scholarship Award, National Honor Society. On his way to Stanford University, I give you Nicolas Fernando Rodriguez. I'm sorry. Fidelity, Senior Class President, American University, Jose Antonio Rodriguez. Fidelity, recipient of the American Citizenship Award and the Humanitarian Award, National Honor Society, Babson College, Mariela del Carmen Acebal Risek. The next, soccer star in Portugal, Luis Alfonso Acosta Martínez. Fidelity. On his way to Pennsylvania State University, Alfredo Alba Camasta. Fidelity, National Honor Society, Universidad Iberoamericana, Claudine Aimé Alvarado Vicioso. We would like to invite Juan Enrique Alvarez, member of the Carl Morgan Board of Directors, to present the diploma to his son. Bryant University, Jaime Eduardo Álvarez Palacios. Instituto Tecnológico de Santo Domingo. Get ready for Gabriel Andrés Ariza Marrero. Recipient of the President's Award and President of the National Honor Society, University of Notre Dame, Carlos Ariza Matos. Fidelity, Gabriel Artaza Roca. Fidelity, Bunter Hill University, José Ramón Báez Álvarez. Syracuse University, Paula Valle Ramos. Fidelity, Bryant University, Gustavo Adolfo Betances Pichardo. Fidelity, Wentworth Institute of Technology, Samir Ernesto Bonetti Curi. Fidelity, Universidad Iberoamericana, Adriana Camino Morales. Fidelity, University of Richmond, London, Maripier Isabela Capeans Ramos. Fidelity, RISD Annual Art Award, Rhode Island School of Design, Christian Marie Caro Van Arsdale. National Honor Society, Bentley University, Juan José Castillo Bellapar. Wang Nin Chang. Unfortunately, Oscar cannot join us this evening. We want to recognize him for being the recipient of the Science Award, the Band Award, the American Citizenship Award, and the President's Award. He was also a member of the National Honor Society, and it's on his way to National Chen Kung University in Taiwan. Thank you. Brigham Young University, Idaho, Amanda Cristina Clark. On her way to college in Miami, Ana Gabriela Collado Tio. Fidelity, Syracuse University, Daniela Contreras Alba. Fidelity, Manhattanville College is getting the beats of Caunabo Rafael Cruz Almonte. Fidelity, Bryant University, Alberto Manuel Cruz Ravelo. National Honor Society, Bentley University, Ana Cristina de Boery Windeler. Universidad Iberoamericana, Ángela María Di Pino Bonelli. Fidelity, recipient of the John D. Williams Award for School Spirit, Universidad Iberoamericana, Paula Marie Duque Canaan. Hence the school spirit. Fidelity, recipient of the Modern Languages Award, National Honor Society, Universidad Iberoamericana, Graciela María Almúdez y Salazar. National Honor Society, IE University Madrid, María Fernanda Espinal Arbaje. National Honor Society, Northeastern University, Piero Rodolfo Espinel Cabrera. Fidelity, recipient of the Computer Science Award, National Honor Society, Georgia Institute of Technology, Andrés Emilio Farage Olavarrieta. Universidad de Navarra, Isabela Fernández Álvarez. Fidelity, Universidad Iberoamericana, Michelle Denise Fernández Morales. National Honor Society, Loyola University, Maryland, Tomás Eduardo Fernández Santos. Polimoda, Italy, Mario Armando Gamundi Huelmont. Fidelity, Fashion Institute of Design and Merchandising, Ana Sofía Ginebra Cochón. Fidelity, Savannah College of Art and Design, Isabela María Giraldi Selman. Fidelity, Bentley University, Rodrigo González Corripio. Thank you. Recipient of the American Citizenship Award, Loyola University, Lia Amelia Graterox Palacio. Fidelity, Babson College, Javier Alberto Guerrero Mena. Fidelity, Loyola University Chicago, Matías H. Caro. Fidelity, Pennsylvania State University, Sebastián Hasuri Mederos. Fidelity, Universidad Iberoamericana, Aura Venecia Heinzen Garrido. Recipient of the Visual Arts Award and Dominican History Award, National Honor Society, Savannah College of Art and Design, Julia Amelia Heinzen Reckman. Fidelity, recipient of the Female Athlete of the Year Award, National Honor Society, Universidad de Navarra, Camila Isabel Herrera Cunillera. Fidelity, Bentley University, Lawrence Said Jacobo Ramos. Fidelity, East Carolina University, Visharaísa Caguas Carlo. Hewon Koo. Unfortunately, Hewon cannot join us this evening. National Honor Society, Hanyang University in Korea. She's already there. National Honor Society, Brigham Young University, Cody Robert Lee. National Honor Society, Emory University, María Laura León Asilis. Fidelity, National Zhenji University, Pingyi Li, Eva. Fidelity, recipient of the Choir Award and the President's Award, National Honor Society, Universidad Iberoamericana, Laura Raquel López Penson. Recipient of the President's Award, National Honor Society, Duke University, María Amalia Lulo Abinader. We would like to invite Carolina Silva, President of the Parents Association and Associate Member of the Carl Morgan Board of Directors, to present the diploma to her daughter. Fidelity, National Honor Society, Duke University, Francesca Maglione Silva. Fidelity, American University, María Luisa Montes de Oca Morales. Fidelity, Universidad Iberoamericana, Rebecca Ann Ostreicher Conhert. National Honor Society, University of Miami, Diego Alejandro Pérez Torres. Recipient of the American Citizenship Award, National Honor Society, Georgia Institute of Technology, Camila Isabel Pozo Jiménez. Thank you. Fidelity, Instituto Tecnológico de Santo Domingo, Julio Oscar Purcell Villini. Fidelity, American University, Roxana Rizek Acebal. Fidelity, recipient of the American Citizenship Award, Babson College, Ernesto Rizek Guerrero. National Honor Society, IE University Madrid, Maica Robledo Sanz. Universidad Nacional Pedro Enrique Sureña, María Fernanda Rodríguez. Fidelity, University of Connecticut, Rodrigo José Sánchez Ramos. Fidelity, recipient of the Social Studies Award, National Honor Society, Universidad Iberoamericana, Adriana Santoni Vicens. Fidelity, recipient of the Math Award, President's Award, National Math Olympics Champion, National Honor Society, McGill University, Ramón Jesús Tarragó Fernández. Fidelity, Universidad Iberoamericana, Luis Fernando Taveras Díaz. Fidelity, Loyola University, José Joaquín Toribio Camilo. Fidelity, Savannah College of Art and Design, Marcela Troncoso Aceval. Fidelity, Wentworth Institute of Technology, Diego Manuel Troncoso Bermúdez. Fidelity, Wentworth Institute of Technology, José Horacio Valdés Marrancini. Fidelity, Pennsylvania State University, Nicolás de Jesús Vázquez Hacim. Fidelity, Emerson College, Jaime Manuel Vega Troncoso. Fidelity, Lynn University, José Luis Venta Martínez. Recipient of the Theater Award and the President's Award, National Honor Society, Columbia University, Maxine Marie Vidal Lopez. Babson College, Luis Domingo Villella Calaf. Thank you. It's been an honor, guys. Los quiero. Felicidades.
Will the candidates for the graduating class of 2017 please rise? Ms. Rodriguez, I present to you the class of 2017 for graduation. I hereby certify that they've met all requirements for graduation as prescribed by board policy.
Thank you, Ms. Norris. By the powers vested in me by the Carl Morgan School Board of Directors and with the sanction of the Middle States Association of Colleges and Schools, I hereby declare you the class of 2017 graduated. Congratulations.